speak in diverse ways, but the more accurate way without any uncertainty is through his word. His word, the psalmist declares, is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my pathway. So the word will be the primary way that God will speak, even though he is not limited to words. The question that Peter raises in this text is not from a lack of faith, but a question of certainty. He says, Lord, if it is you, meaning I do not want to do anything and it not be you. Peter was saying, Lord, I really love you so much that I really cannot afford to miss you. I don't know how you feel about it, but I have too much at stake not to miss God. So every day of my life, I constantly ask the Lord, if it's you. I've labored too hard to miss this one. I've prayed too long to be inaccurate. I have too many choir rehearsals under my belt to miss this one. And I really want to know, Lord, if it's you. I realize that I am flesh and blood, Brother Boone, and every now and then I can miss God. So I ask the question, Lord, if it's you. The question is valid, Deacon Preston, because all who have accepted Christ, all who have been born again, really need to understand if it's God. You must understand that all that you are and all that you hope to be, it depends on the grace and the mercy of God. So I can concur with Peter in the text by wanting to know, Lord, if it's you. Many have said that this is you, and I have discovered that it was not you. So I'm asking for clarity. I'm not being doubtful. I'm asking for my own understanding. I really want to know, Lord, if it's you. You must understand that this question is one that is very critical, because everything that God is going to do in your life is based on you understanding is, Lord, if it's you. You got to understand that this one is too critical to miss. If I miss this one, my destiny can be at stake. If I miss this one, my family could be at stake. I just want to know, Lord, if it's you. Let me give the backdrop to the text. Jesus here, he makes, or he orders his disciples, watch this, to get into the boat, and he sends the disciples to the opposite shore while he sends the multitude away. This crowd now has just witnessed the feeding of 5,000, and Jesus now, personally, I love Jesus because he didn't call the deacons to dismiss the multitude. He did not call the armor bearers to dismiss the multitude. The text says that Jesus sent them away, and he personally dismissed the multitude, and then he goes into a mountain to pray. Oh, good God Almighty. As he was praying, the Bible lets us know that there was a storm. It was a terrible storm that came up while he was praying. A storm came up. Y'all ain't with me. While he was praying, a storm came up. Not just any kind of storm, but a storm that's getting ready to take you out of here. While he was praying, a storm came up. And the best way to navigate through a storm is somebody gotta learn how to pray. You gotta slap your neighbor and tell him, I know that's right. Yeah, come hell or high water, I know how to get on bended knees and tell the Lord all about my situation. And I'm not too much concerned about the storm. I'm concerned, do you know how to pray? Oh God, I wish I could preach this thing like I said it. You can't worry about the currents of life if you understand theology. The Lord will see you through it. Here it is, the disciples now, they were out on the sea and they were fearing for their lives. The storm was so fierce that the text states that the boat was battered by the waves. And obviously they were so far from the land, and the text says that the wind was working against them. Oh, when the storms of life are raging, it simply means that the winds are working against you. When the winds are working against you, there is a struggle for you to survive. And I believe I've got some company in this house that have lived long enough to know that there are some winds that will work against you when you no longer have the strength to do something that you used to do. Can I inform you this morning that the winds are working against you? When you live with someone that you do not want to live with, the winds are working against you. When you got to love folk that hate you, you got the winds working against you. When you got to forgive somebody that don't want to forgive you, you've got the winds working against you. When you have to do something that you really don't want to do, you find yourself with the winds working against you. When you are faced with some conditions outside of your control, you got the winds working against you. When you got to stand before family members and tell them the gospel truth, you got the winds working against you. You ought to tell your neighbor they working against me. Come on, tell your neighbor they working against me. Oh, you can't look all cute like you got it going on, baby. You got some stuff right now that's working against you, and you got to know that the God you serve is able. I say he's able to get you through. Here it is, the disciples were on the boat, and the storms were so fierce that the winds were working against them. It was during the fourth watch of the night that Jesus came walking to his disciples on the water. Isn't it good to know parenthetically that when the wind is working against you, Jesus will come? Isn't it good to know when the hellhounds are on your trail, Jesus will come? Isn't it good to know when the doctor gives you a better bill of health, Jesus will? Oh, I wish I could preach it like I felt it in here. Isn't it good to know when they call you everything but a child of God, the Lord will come? Tap your neighbor, tap the Lord will come. Watch this. I kept reading, and it was good to know that he came. But the text says he came early in the morning. Look at Jesus. Storm is out. The disciples in the boat. Fierce storm. He comes walking on the water. And when he walks on the water, the winds are working against them. And Jesus shows up early. I don't know who I'm talking to, but somebody here need the Lord not this evening, need the Lord not tomorrow, don't even need the Lord right now. You need the